that was a bad A on my part. Hey. Welcome to your Monday. We could say Monday morning, way to spend it with Gonzalez and Galyean, the kids from Golden, Texas. But we understand you could be watching this Monday afternoon or later, Tuesday.
Yeah, or on
Tuesday.
like Thursday.
Yeah. I just I had this thought in my head of how I wanted to introduce the show today. And it was like that, except for it wasn't. It was actually better in my head. And then I kind of forgot that I was doing it. And then as we did it, it just all went to heck.
What was it supposed to be?
Pretty much the same thing. It was supposed to be, I think it was just like, hey, welcome. Man, I was like, hey, good morning. It's Monday. And I knew I was going to say, that's why I threw it in after. I was like, we are your hosts, the boys from Golden, Texas. Like a real radio show would do.
Like the boys from Golden, Texas. I like that.
Man.
There's a guy that we used to watch, Roastfield, Burleasy, remember? He'd always be like, what would he say? It's your host with the roast or something like that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Man, I feel like I can't hear anything. I got this beanie on. I'm going to take it off.
Oh, look at that boy. That boy thought he was slick too. Like I ain't noticed when I walk in here.
Bro, I'm sure
you cannot hold all that hair in there.
I'm sure your mom told me. Yeah, but I've done it before when I just cut my hair before. It was you couldn't see because I had all up there, dude. This is bothering me, dude. Apparently these headphones are bigger than I thought. Yeah, I can't make them.
There's supposed to be hair there. Like
yeah,
in
I
the
guess
gaps.
I don't know. I feel like this thing's just like falling down. I'm sure it looked weird, but it's all right. Yeah. Did your mom not tell you?
No, my mom ain't telling me.
What about Bradley?
Bradley?
Yeah,
no.
He told me he wasn't going to tell you. I said, good.
He wasn't going to tell me.
And then I was like, man, I want to surprise him on the podcast, but I was like, nah, I can't do that. He going to show up tomorrow at church. And then this guy, after we have a week of podcast about talking about our Bible studies and everything, he didn't even show up to church, man.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling it. I was like, it's a lie.
Yeah.
No, I got sick.
His soul was feeling it. His body wasn't.
Yeah. I'm sure you can tell by my voice in this one, too.
Yeah, man.
I'm recovering still. It was rough, dude.
Yeah.
It hurt.
No COVID being shared in here. Don't worry. Don't you worry about it.
I don't believe it was COVID. I can still taste and smell, so.
I'll use weight.
So I think I'm good.
It's going to come after you in just a second. You're going to sip that coffee, that after podcast coffee, and you'll be like,
I can't taste it.
I cannot taste it. Yeah.
I got sick Wednesday
Really?
night, yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, you felt bad all the way until like Sunday, huh?
Yeah, yesterday morning, I was like, man, I feel like I could go to church, actually. But I was like, I'm not, just because like, I don't want to get anyone else sick.
And if you sound sick, there's a lot of people that are going to freak out.
That,
you know it.
But then when I sat down, I had my breakfast, and I sat down to watch the live stream. I started like coughing like crazy. I was like, I don't know. Like I do know what the lesson was. It was about the lifestyle of worship, part 3.
You got sick on Wednesday, and then Sunday you start the live podcast and you start coughing as soon as you start it. I think you're sick of church.
Yeah, no. Just like
oh man, church. We didn't even have church Wednesday because the ice, huh? It had been a crazy week, hadn't it?
Yep. But then last night I also tried to watch the live stream. And then I fell asleep. I fell asleep last night.
I feel like the live stream at night is so much harder to watch. I know I would fall asleep.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm already tired going into it when I go to church, and I'm already about to fall asleep. I was in the woods trying to fish yesterday, right before church. I got there, like, at 5. I was like, man, I'm going to be late for church. I just know it. I'm like, you know what? In 5 minutes, I guess it's all right. But then, like, I was going, I wasn't catching nothing. God is obviously like, yo, you ain't going to catch nothing,
Just go to church?
Yeah, just go to church. So I was like, I got to go. Well, I finally left, and I was leaving the land. Like, I was leaving where I was fishing at 6. And got in my truck, and then by the time I got through my driveway and through the woods, got to church at like 6:10, 6:15. But I wasn't the last one there. Jay pulled up when I did. So...
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I was late, and Tommy's like, "Hey, brother, you know, our church, we start at 6 o'clock now. I don't know if you knew that." Said that to me so many times.
Bro, Tommy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I missed a lot because I feel like Thursday night there was volleyball. Was there not?
Yeah, it was Thursday. It was some good. It was a good volley. That was the day I cut my hair Wednesday. So Thursday was my debut of my haircut. Yeah.
What inspired you, Joel? Did Joel inspire you?
You know, I don't want to give him credit, right? But once he got his haircut, it had the conversation going between me and Jessie. Because she's like, well, you know. I was like, should I cut my hair? Because I was already thinking about it, and I already talked about, like, I don't know, a couple weeks before. And I'm like, man, Joel cut his hair. I'm like, should I cut my hair? I don't really know if I want to, because then if I do, everybody's like, oh, you only cut it because of Joel. And Joel's going to say something to me, is what I was thinking. And she's like, well, I mean, you said you're going to cut it for your birthday. And then you said you're going to cut it the new year. So, yeah, you're right. And I was like, you know what? All right, I'm going to cut it in March, which is a month away. I'm like, all right, I'm going to do it in March. Then the other day, I just started thinking about it. And I was like, man, my hair is just in my way. I felt like I could never go to work without a hat on. And I feel like that's not good for your head anyways and for your hair. So, man, maybe it's time. So I didn't tell Jessie. I was like, I'm just going to get a haircut, man. Got a haircut on the way home.
But Creighton said not to do that. I was like, Creighton said that one time. Oh, he cut his hair. And then when he got home, Emma was like, what the heck? He's like, do not cut your hair without your wife's approval.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I've heard that from Creighton before.
I mean, that's probably true, but I know that Jessie likes short hair better. So I was like, she's going to be happy. Get home, and her dad didn't work that day, so they're at, since it's cold, they're at her parents' house, and they're playing the Nintendo Switch all day. I got home, they're playing Mario Party. So she was like, did you cut your hair? I was like, yeah. So cool, whatever. So she wasn't like really freaking out, but she definitely liked it. So, but yeah, I don't think Joel really inspired me, but
he gave it the push.
Yeah, I guess more the push. But I will say, Joel, I do like your haircut. But the thing is, I think my hair didn't look bad long. I think it, like on the podcast, to me, it always looked good on the podcast just because we have the right angle. I feel like it looks better. In person, it might look worse. But I also feel like I could style it in a way where it looked better. Most of the time I didn't care enough, I guess, and I just didn't. But I feel like most people are happier with my hair being short.
Yes.
And I think, like for Joel, I think his hair looks just as good long as it does short.
Yeah.
Personally, I prefer his hair long only because that's what I'm more used to. When I think of Joel, I think of a dude that works out with the
long hair
ponytail, man bun or something.
Yeah, I think it makes him look younger with the haircut.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's just because like his hair was short when he was young. I mean, that's like your mind just might kind of like has that
reverse or something.
Yeah, but like I don't know if he actually looks younger or not.
I had Miss Angela Perry come up to me the other day, Saturday at Atlanta's game, and she's like, walked over to me. I really like your haircut. It makes you look younger and skinnier. It's like, sweet, that's great.
Skinnier is a good thing.
Yeah, and
I guess.
Yeah, and then she came back a little bit later, and she said, "Well, according to that logic, I think I need to go bald." I was like, "You're not." I mean, I didn't say anything at all, but I'm like, "You're not like overweight in any way." No. I don't think. No, so I just thought it was funny. But then there's like people that be like,
"You should have been like, well, I've been bald."
I know.
You should like, I've been there, done that. So.
Hey, you know, matter of fact, do that theory. When I was bald, I was at my skinniest.
Yeah, true.
Except for like the weeks of chemo and like after chemo, which only took like a week after chemo for all the fluid fat to go away. Because every time after chemo, my face looked super fat, and then it went back to skinny. But yeah. Also, then there's people that I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm so glad you cut your hair. I hated when your hair was long. It was
Everybody said that? Someone said that?
I think I did. But I also am thinking of a time when my hair was long and curly, but not super long, but still curly. And I remember I was like, yeah, man, my hair is, it's different now. Like, it has more texture. Like, before then, it didn't have any texture. Mm-hmm. And the dude that I don't really care for, he was like, yeah, man, yeah, it was terrible. I hated your hair then. It had no texture, like dogging on it. I'm like, dude, that's like my natural hair, bro. And it's probably going to go back to that. So I don't appreciate that. I'll say the name just so you know. I'm going to mute it, though.
I know who it is. I think you told me this
It does. A matter of fact.
I remember you told me that.
Yeah, but man, I don't
That
like.
guy.
I don't like when people say things like that. You know, like.
Oh, I know.
I feel like it's kind of a rude thing to do. It's like you making fun of someone's past can be rude. It's not always. I mean, like I know, like Creighton, he was like, "Yeah, dude, saw pictures of 2013 Ryan.
Yeah, bro is a
Bro
stick.
is a stick."
Yeah.
That can be rude depending on who says it, and depending on how the words are. Like that, I didn't really think was rude in any way. A matter of fact, I thought it was hilarious because
it was hilarious.
I think that is completely true. I was a stick.
What was the way he worded it? Bro was a stick.
Yeah.
It was just funny.
Yeah. And I feel like with anything negative you say to anybody, because, and honestly, I don't think that's a negative thing that he said. But I think that negative things can only seem negative depending on how the person says it. Because we know a person who is a woman who can say negative things that normally she doesn't have the greatest words with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure you know who this is too.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but then you'll have someone like Creighton who says something like that, and I'm not in any way offended.
Offended, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So, and then there's people like Nick, and like what he says is gonna offend me. So,
I know.
we had this whole argument the other day of how he gets under my skin. Out of all of my brothers, he gets under him and Jacob, really. But
you had this argument with him
and the rest of my family because I said something to him the other day after a basketball game. He called me an idiot, and we had this argument about it. I'm like, you are going to mention this in front of all my brothers to make fun of me. He said, no, I'm not going to do it. What am I going to do that? Sunday comes around, mentions the story, and tells everybody. So then everybody's trying to take a side on my side or his side, which both had valid points. But yeah, so we're like, yeah, Nick just gets under my skin, man. And then so I was like kind of dogging on him, and then they're finally like, man, is there anything you dog on for Adrian? Because Adrian's there too. I'm like, honestly, I don't have many things. I said the only thing, and they were like, whoa, you know. So the only thing is when I was younger, they refused to let me hang out with them at all, but they would let Tom hang out with him, which was like 2 years younger than me. So, but you know, that was also the past.
Yeah.
So I ain't got no beef.
You got no beef?
I ain't got no beef.
Oh man, that's so funny.
Yeah, so you know, just don't get under my skin.
Yeah.
Voice crack.
I don't know when I'm gonna cut my hair. I think it'll be this year though.
You think?
Yeah.
So
I said the other day to Kathleen. Kathleen's like, "Well, this year just started." I said, "I know, but it'll be this year.
Yeah.
Like, I think it'll probably be before summer, honestly."
So you know,
I don't know.
I feel like people refer to you when they think of you, they think of the long hair also.
I mean, I do myself. Like when I think of myself, I have like long hair.
But personally, and this is trying to be, I'm trying to literally not to be a hypocrite right now.
Yeah.
Like, man,
let's put this to the test.
Man, you look terrible. You only look good with short hair, man.
Let me find my buttons right quick before you say.
I will say, out of love and respect for my dog, Galyean over here, I think you are a very attractive man with short hair. That might be too far on the nice side. No, I like your short hair better than your long hair. But I understand, like, so from a personal view, like for me, I don't like my hair short because I can't run my fingers through my hair. And even though I didn't have a good bun, I enjoyed pulling my hair up in a bun. Because it's just like the feeling. It felt great. Like my hair's in my way. Oh, I'm so annoyed of it. But I don't want to cut it. So you just put it in a bun. So it's nice.
Yeah.
But at the same time, short hair. I wake up, my hair's just how it is. Which is also weird because I think it is kind of still curly. You can't tell, but like if I wash it and I just don't do anything, my hair just everywhere. It doesn't know what to do. It's just like very, very stiff.
I don't know. My thing is that I like it. That's my thing. Is like I like my long hair, but it's other people that don't. And it's not like I let them get to me. It's like the fact that like, kind of like you said, people say like you're attractive, like you're better looking without it. And then that's when I think like, well, it's like I mean I still need a wife at some point. You know, if I'd look better, maybe I should cut my hair. But the thing is like I really like my long hair.
Here's what you
I just feel like I'm a happier person when I have the hair I want.
I mean, you're a happier person when you are what you want. You know what I mean? When you do what
the thing
you want.
is, because when you cut your hair, then you have all the people saying, "Oh, well, look, you can tell he's a man again," and like stuff like that, which is annoying and like.
Yeah, well, that's what
toxic masculinity. That's what that is.
Yeah, that's the annoying thing about when you do cut your hair. Because I cut my hair and then go to church, and everybody's telling me their true feelings, and then it's also awkward because everybody's like, "Oh, nice haircut everywhere," and I'm like, "Thanks." And then I feel like I'm coming across as a jerk just because I feel like I'm not being like, "Oh, thank you," you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's always mixed feelings about it. But
that's what makes you not as much of a happy person, because people constantly want to tell you, "Oh, your hair looks better this way and this way." But when I like it better the other way, and I don't know, it's just like it rubs me wrong.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like maybe I'm gonna find somewhere in the middle to keep it.
Yeah. And then there's like, "Why did you cut your hair?" You know.
Yeah.
But
but there are some girls that are like, say that they like my long hair.
They like the long hair better.
But it's like, I mean, they're not, none of them are my girlfriends, so.
They're not wifey material.
Doesn't matter.
So what you do, you cut your hair, get it nice and clean, looking sharp, find a woman, date a woman, get married to the woman.
Grow your hair
then
out.
she's stuck with you, grow your hair out, and she'll already love you for your personality. Because this girl probably, sees the long hair, she makes a judgment call. I don't even want to care about his personality because it's hair. Well, if you cut your hair, she's like, "Ooh, he's cute." And then she gets to know your heart deeper. And then she becomes in love, falls in love, you're married. And she's like, "There's nothing I wouldn't do for him." And then you're like, "Okay, well, I'm going to grow my hair." Grows out your hair, and you're slowly growing your hair because it takes a while.
Yeah.
And she's just loving you more and more and just soaking in the love like a sponge. And she's not just going to
go away. Maybe
because she's in love with you.
That's
and then
the other thing.
And then she'll fall in love with the hair as well.
It takes so long. That's another thing, too. Like when you're thinking about cutting it. Because you know how long it's going to take to grow that back? My goal this time was to get it longer than it was last time, and I think I've done that. I think it's definitely longer than it was the first time.
I think so.
I cut it.
My hair was a product of a year and a half. Again, coming from nothing, and my hair started growing slower than it used to. Before cancer, my hair grew so fast that I probably could have grown it in like 6 months that long. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how long this has been. It's been a while though.
Your hair was about that length a year ago, actually.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, I started because I know like it was the Halloween before last when I was like, I'm gonna be Loki, so I have to have my long hair by next Halloween. Like I knew that night that I was gonna be Loki, so I knew I'd quit.
The way you plan ahead for Halloween, I plan like the day of normally.
Well, it's because the poster was on the ceiling that night, and I was like looking up, and I was like, I'm gonna be Loki next year.
Loki. Oh, Loki. Okay.
Loki.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
So I don't know when I'm gonna cut it.
Oh snap! Hey, look, we got merch.
Oh, look at us! We got merch.
We did.
We got merch again.
We got some new merch again. This time it's even cleaner looking and better looking than the last time. Guys, we have got to give a shout out, and we're going to give a better advertisement maybe next week when we write it all down. But as it is now, give me some applause for Golden Designs. She does sublimation prints, mainly. Matter of fact, I think that's all it is at the moment. But it's sublimation print on T-shirts, tote bags, washcloths, garden flags.
Garden flags.
That's what you call it, I believe. And everything else. That'd be my wife running the business. She took over from her brother, who also did a great job. And, she's learning the biz. She's getting it quick. And maybe we'll get some more money because we're broke.
Sure, I took some of my money for this.
Yes, sir. Did you Venmo her or me?
I gave her cash.
Oh, yeah. Was that last week?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. Ahead of the game.
Yep.
So, yeah, we got 2 different options. We're going to kind of advertise them, and then if someone wants them, we'll start making orders and send them on to Golden Designs.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Again.
Yeah, next week we're going to start off with a better ad for that. We didn't have time to write one. I forgot.
Yeah.
Right. And if you want your ad or business advertised here on the Gonzalez Galyean show, just hit us up.
Yeah,
and
hit us up.
We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
We probably will charge because we're broke, but we're probably going to charge really, really cheap because we're not famous.
Yeah.
But 50 cents will get you a long way.
Yeah. But because of inflation, we do have to charge more than we charged last year. So.
Plus shipping and handling.
Yes.
Last year?
Yeah, I don't know.
How much did we charge last year?
None. We didn't do any. But it's going to be more this year than it would have been last year.
Was it last year when Nick was first starting his business and we were trying to come up with names for him?
Yeah.
I don't know if he did on the podcast or not, but he did.
We talked about it.
He did come up with one. I'm not going to say it because that's free advertisement and it's not going to happen. Plus, he doesn't listen to our show. Cash. Yeah. All right. You want to move on to the first segment here?
Yeah, I guess we should. All right.
Local news, ladies and gents. Bro, if you cough one more time
Let me get a cough
in this closet over here, you're going to get me sick.
We're going to get quarantined over here.
We're going to get quarantined, bro.
Just wear my face mask.
Oh, yeah, we should probably bring one in here so that the government or somebody doesn't get us.
Local news.
Do you have any?
What you got? Yeah.
I mean, this could tie into my work story, so I'm not going to say much, but we did have a winter storm this week, and all ice broke loose.
All ice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had bad weather on here.
In the summertime, I'll say something different.
Yeah, for real. All sun broke loose. Is that what you're going to say?
No, I was going to say.
You going to say hell?
Not really. I'm saying it was a funny joke.
It would have been funny.
It would make sense.
It would have been funny.
It's funny. You were gonna make fun of me for cussing, but then you said the word, but not context.
All right, so I had bad weather on here, which we kind of just said.
Yeah.
I also had this sickness that's going around. We kind of already talked about.
I think I kind of had it like more so last week. Like my nose was a little stopped up. Maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't know.
So I got around here. Ralph Swope. I guess you heard about that, huh?
What happened?
You ain't heard about Ralph Swope?
Nah, I heard what happened.
Okay,
I saw him. I saw Boomer Friday.
Oh yeah.
But I guess it happened before Thursday, even though I saw him Thursday. He didn't say
I think
that.
it happened Wednesday night.
Yeah. So, but Friday he told me. Go ahead, share the news.
Yeah. So apparently, he got up in the middle of the night, and was walking down the hallway and fell down, and broke his jaw. And I just learned last night that maybe even some of his ribs are like really bruised, and they don't know if they're broken or not.
I didn't hear that yet.
I had not heard that. Josh said that last night.
Josh Dollar.
Yeah, he's talking about the ribs. Man, I didn't know about that. But today he was supposed to have had surgery, and I have not heard from Boomer or Kelly today, so I don't know. I don't know like what the most up to date thing is, but
oh no, it's gonna be tough for him. He's a talker for sure.
He'll talk. Yeah, they're gonna talk wire his mouth shut.
Yeah. We were, I think someone in our Sunday school was kind of joking that the Soaps are probably going to be joking about the fact that he's not going to be able to open his mouth.
Oh, yeah. So. My dad was making jokes already.
Yeah. I'm just a good person. I didn't make no jokes.
Good. Me either. No jokes.
Mentally, I did, but but not really. So.
Yeah, he'll just go around hitting everybody on the back of the head. All right. So, another one.
Ooh.
I paid my car off this week, bro.
Hey, throw some applause up in here. I still have like 3 years until I pay my truck off. I paid off my Corolla though the same summer I got it. Of course, I bought it for a pretty cheap price from my grandparents. Mm-hmm. It was like $3,500 or something, or I think I bought it for $5,000, and paid it off. That was awesome. But Mustang.
There we go. Yeah, I know.
Must be
I
nice.
thought I saw it like a couple months on it, but like the other morning at work, I got the call from the lady. She was like, "Your car has been paid off, and you can come pick up the title." And I was like, "Oh." It's like, it's such a weird feeling though. Like knowing I've drove this car for 4 years.
Pleasant
tell me
surprise.
it's just now mine. It's kind of a weird thing.
Yeah, that's strange. I don't understand all the adult stuff honestly in my life. So
the adult stuff's weird.
It is. Man, that's great. That's great.
And then one more thing is that my roommate Cole Peel hit a deer. Dang,
in his
bro.
car?
Yeah.
Was that why he had a flat tire?
No. This was after that.
Tough
Yeah, he's
luck.
having hard times with his car right now.
Golly.
So he's having to fix the headlight on his
Deer
car.
are out everywhere though. They know hunting season over. All
Yeah.
right, it's free. Let's play. Boom.
Yeah, those dang deer.
Can't trust them.
That's all the local news I got.
Local news, man. I almost, me and Jesse almost died.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're out in the woods and, we're traveling through the woods, walking and whatnot. And I carry me a little big old knife that I got from Brother Kevin when we graduated. Have it just in case for protection. I'm trying to walk through the woods, and we hear some noises. Right, voice cracked me too, and just like.
I think I've already heard this story. Never mind. Go ahead. Keep going.
Of course, Nick tells everything. Of course he does. And when did he even tell this story?
I had lunch with him the other day. I had lunch with him.
Oh yeah,
Wednesday.
Yeah. This happened.
Maybe it was Thursday.
I think this
It was
happened
Friday.
Thursday.
It was Friday.
Yeah. Okay.
I had lunch with him on Friday. Yeah.
So we're in the woods and just like, maybe we should turn around. I'm like, no, let's keep on going. And we heard it again, and we saw something in the water. I couldn't tell what it was. And then, boom, I heard another one, and it was coming towards me. And then I was like, you know what? Fine, let's leave, just in case, because you never know. I don't know what it was. And honestly, I really didn't know. So I text Nick. I'm like, dude, we just heard this big noise. I don't know what it was. And it made a big splash. He said it's probably a beaver. So I don't know, man. It's pretty big. It's a big splat. And he's like, that or a hog, but I'm pretty sure it's beaver. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I'm not saying it's not. I just don't think it is. But at the same time, I understand he knows a lot more about the woods than I do. I'm just now getting into the woods. So he gets there, and me and him check it out. We go over there with a shotgun just in case it's some wildebeest. And it splats again. I look, and this time I get a better angle. Definitely a beaver.
Inconceivable!
Yeah, it was a beaver, and
Come on, son.
I'm not even embarrassed about the story. I was protecting my wife. I said, stay behind me, or actually in front of me, because we're going the other way.
Well, I think that's kind of like part of their thing. Like they use their tails to slap the water to like dominate, like
And
trying to scare people.
away. So you know what?
It works.
God created them correctly.
Yeah, you know what? God, that was a good job. It worked.
Yeah. And Nick making fun of me. What he doing? Making fun of God. That's what he's doing. Yeah. And that's unacceptable. So, yeah, man. That's my local news.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad y'all didn't die. That's kind of cool. Y'all have a beaver.
Yeah, there's 3, man. I ought to take you out there. You really enjoy it. It actually really is really pretty, though. I went out there again today to face my fears. And I went all the way to the place I actually wanted to go. And, man, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Never would have thought.
And you're just like, hey, you can't scare me anymore.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not afraid of you.
You're not a hog. You're a beaver.
You're a dang beaver. Work stories?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir.
Where's that at?
Work hard. Yeah, man. I got a lineup.
You got a lineup?
I got a lineup.
Nice. Because
So-
I have nothing here, but I got a lineup in entertainment.
Good, because I don't think I have anything on entertainment.
All
But,
right.
yeah, so, man, my work stories, I had to be kind of discreet about this one because I don't want to rat anybody out. But I was with a coworker. I ride with multiple people, contractors, employees, everybody, so I'm not going to say which or what. Anyways, we were driving in an area in which when you take down a county road and go down a county road, sometimes it's more of a dirt road, or in this case, mud. The problem is we're working in the area where all the ice and snow is, right? So it's really, really bad. Already the roads are really slippery, dangerous. Matter of fact, we're driving 4-wheel drive almost the whole time on this county road, and we're trying to get to a gas station, and we're using our GPS. Our GPS tells us to take a left on this county road, and we're looking like, man, looks a little icy, and we saw also a little bit of mud, not a lot. We're like, okay, whatever. Started going on it, and we're already in four-wheel drive because of the ice, and we barely get into it. Immediately regret it, and it's straight up mud. all mud. So we're going as fast as we can through this because we can't just turn around. There's not a place to turn around. And we get there and we get to the end of that part where it turns and goes to another county road, which is another mud road, which is even longer. And we're going even further, nowhere to turn around. And it gets to a point where we have to cross a creek. It is really like pretty much a ditch and a puddle, but it was definitely a part of a creek, and it looked like the culvert just got washed up a little bit. We had to run through there, and it was intense. Finally got to the point where we could stop for a second, and the road was even worse. And this time it's just all water, pretty much, more than just a creek. And we're like, dude, I don't know, we probably can't do this, but turning around is not an option, feels like. Well, we're like, man, there is a slight place we can try to turn around at. So we try it and make the turnaround. Now we got to head back through the same little creek and all the mud to get back and just hope that we can make it out and that we don't get stuck and have to tell anybody to come pick us up. At that point, we would have just walked down the road and went to the next house with a side by side and had them pick us up. But somehow, by some miracle, we made it out of there without getting stuck. And our truck was covered in mud.
I bet.
Man, it was like, man, that was a terrible decision. It looked like a clean road to go on, and man, were we wrong. It's bad. That's my first work story. Pretty much all these work stories kind of tie in. Almost, no, just two of them. Anyway, so again, roads are icy, and every week I'm saying there's a wreck on the podcast. Well, I think I texted you. I probably saw like 10 to 20 cars wrecked, mainly just someone running off the road and stuff, just within that week, because we worked in the ice every single day.
Yeah.
But I thought it was pretty funny because there's people stuck on the side of the road, and then there's these two big old jacked up trucks. Definitely just two buddies. Didn't have to work that day. They're driving around. Hey, let's go pick them up, man. Let's go help them out, you know. And they pull over and help an 18-wheeler and pull them out. Literally, they both stopped. One guy got out, looked at the 18-wheeler, and started helping him. The other one's like, all right, drove, and we're following the other one. And we're driving like a quarter mile. He gets to another 18-wheeler. He starts helping him. I'm like, man, these guys are having the time of their lives.
Yeah, it's the heroes we deserve.
Yeah.
Not the heroes we need, but not the ones we deserve.
Yeah. They were probably charging money, though. You never know. Yeah, man, I'll help you out for $20. But, yeah.
That's going to be about $250.
Yeah. They're paying off their trucks, the big old trucks. Yeah. No, I guess I had two other ones. Yeah, I'm just going to tell one of them.
Okay.
Yeah. I had to get into our main office, and I had to use the restroom, so I was going to go in there. So I had to type in the code. I went to type it in, and I know the code, and let's just say the code's 0000. It's not. I can't disclose that information, guys. Anyway, so I'm going to type 000, and my mind, I don't know what happens. I forgot. I'm like 0102. I'm like, I don't know.
Also not actually.
Not actually, but I definitely actually typed in the wrong numbers. And it was like beep beep. So it was like, one strike. I'm like, crap. Try to click it again. Well, the button didn't. When I clicked the first button, it didn't make a sound, but the second one did. I'm like, crap. Did I mess up? Is the second button the first button? I don't know. So I messed up again. And then I'm like, I don't know. Try it one more time. And I looked at my coworker. I'm like, hey, come here. He started coming in before we even got there. Alarm's going off. I'm like, no. And he types in them right. And then they end up calling the CEO and they're like, hey, we just got an alarm go off. Is everything okay? I'm like, yeah, that was definitely me. Sorry, I just forgot. So it's pretty embarrassing. That alarm's really loud. I was pretty embarrassed, man, because I've done that code a million times.
Yeah.
So it was just so simple. 0000. Again, not really. But man, I was so embarrassed.
That's kind of funny though.
it was pretty embarrassing, but it was kind of funny after. But man, my heart's like. Same with today. I was trying to climb. I was like, today's my day. I'm gonna climb a tower because I'm scared of heights. Climbing up, and I get like barely higher than the roof line, and have all the harness and everything. I knew the harness is safe, and I felt comfortable with it. I just didn't feel comfortable with myself using it. because you had like this one strap that wraps around the tower and hooks to you, and then you have 2 other clamps. And then when you walk a little higher, you unhook one and hook it and leave this one for a little bit, and then unhook it. That way you're always hooked up.
Yeah.
But man, I was like struggling with it. My heart was beating fast. I was nervous. Finally, as I did, I thought I could do it. I can't do it. So I had to go down and let him do it. Oh. But I really wasn't embarrassed about that. I just can't do it, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Not me.
Heights is just not my thing. But, oh well. It is for some people.
Yeah. I feel like some people thrive for heights. Not me. It's just not me.
Yeah. I guess on to next. Entertainment.
All right, so you ain't got none?
I mean, we finished Enola Holmes.
Both of them?
No, we just finished this first one. We had like an hour left.
Took them like a week to watch them.
Yeah, I know. We're not the greatest at that. We're just so busy, man. And we're normally watching other TV shows or something. And like I said, our internet went down this week. So I was trying to fix it, but I didn't have the right stuff for it. So we didn't have time. Actually, matter of fact, last night, since we didn't have internet, I said, let's watch a DVD movie. So, okay. She let me pick. Bad move on her part. I said, Tropic Thunder. Let's do it.
Oh, no.
Let's see if you like it. Don't think she enjoyed it. But it was way funnier the second time.
Really? I don't even know if I enjoyed that movie the first time.
I feel like I didn't, but I made myself the first time. The second time was a lot better, and there was just one scene that, for some reason, I thought was hilarious.
Is it the full retard scene?
That part is funny, too. But it was a different scene. I'm not even going to explain. But
okay.
It is also funny, that movie, for so many different reasons, and many obvious reasons, it would not fly today.
Yeah.
It would not.
Yeah.
It would not.
Yeah, that's just the way comedies are. No comedy from like more than like, I don't know, 6 years ago would fly today.
Right.
Everyone's too sensitive.
Yep.
No.
Pretty much.
So, as we stated, I was sick this weekend.
Really?
So I had nothing to do but watch TV.
Bro, that's all you do anyways.
No, this is like a lot though. Like, I watched So I finished Dickinson, and I'm not gonna recommend it. First season's okay. 2 and 3 you just have to watch, and just to finish it. And then I watched a rom-com called Isn't It Romantic? Have you heard that one?
Yeah, who's in it?
Rebel Wilson
And
Adam Devine.
Okay, that's what I
and Liam Hemsworth. It's not that good.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like not that good. I was like, I think it's a good idea, like the story and everything. It's like, this is clever, but like I didn't care for it that much. And then I watched a movie called Nobody. You know what that one is?
Yeah, it's the guy from Better Call Saul, right?
Yeah.
Main actor.
And it's pretty much just John Wick. It's just one of those movies where it's like,
But
you have to go kill everybody.
but is he not like prone to disaster or something instead?
No.
'Cause, I mean, the pictures, him getting punched.
Yeah,
I thought he was like a nobody, so I thought he was just like gets beat up a lot, but doesn't die pretty much.
No, it's like he's just like a normal person, and like some people try to break into his house, and him and his son were gonna take him, but then he ends up letting him go. So then his son got mad at him for, why'd you let him go? He's like, I just wanted to make sure everyone here was safe. He wanted to make sure his family was safe.
Oh, he let the bad guys go?
Yeah, he let the bad guys go.
Yeah.
But apparently, one of the bad guys took his daughter's little bracelet or something, and then he's like, I'm gonna get that back. So then he just goes like on a killing rampage. But like what he does is like he accidentally like fights one guy that ends up being like some like Russian mob's son. It wasn't even connected to that burglary. So now this Russian guy is like after him, and then it just becomes like John Wick. And I'm just like, I've seen this movie before.
You know what, man? If that happens to you and some dude takes your daughter's bracelet, just go buy a new one.
Go buy another.
It ain't worth all the trouble of killing somebody, man.
And then
Terrible human being.
this one, okay, this surprised the heck out of me. Have you ever seen 50 First Dates? It's another rom-com.
Someone was talking to me about it just the other day.
With Adam Sandler?
Yeah, Adam Sandler and
Drew Barrymore?
yeah. Who was telling me about this, man? I want to say this is the person that cut my hair, but I feel like that was not it.
Well, I'm not like huge on Adam Sandler. I think he's kind of annoying. So me and my mom were looking for a movie to watch, and she's like, what about this one? She's like, you don't really like Adam Sandler, do you? I'm like, it'll be okay. I mean, I've already watched a lot of crap today, is what I was thinking. And we watched this movie, and it was actually really sweet. Like, I was just like expecting a stupid movie.
I know who asked me. It was,
Who was it?
my sister-in-law, Haley.
Haley?
Yeah.
Really?
Last week, actually. Last
'Cause-
Friday, she asked me.
Like, literally, as soon as the credits rolled, I looked at mom and was like, well, that's kind of sweet. And she's like, what'd you expect? I'm like, a stupid movie. That's exactly what I expected from Adam Sandler. Like, I was like, oh, that's actually kind of
Yes, but by the title, I would expect something. Because, like, I know, like, the plot line, like, she forgets, right? Like, redoes her whole day over again. So,
Yeah.
like, she has to fall in love with him. Or I guess he makes her fall in love with him
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
Commitment.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
And then, I feel like it's another movie that wouldn't fly today because there's like a white guy playing like, I thought he was Mexican. My mom said she thought he was Samoan. Either way, he's white and he shouldn't be playing another role. Like he's got like this tan and he's like doing
Like
an
Tropical
accent.
Thunder?
Yeah, and he's like doing an accent and it's like, oh, okay, this is not okay. But yeah, that.
Today's time, yeah, it wouldn't be. Honestly, I love it.
Mhm.
I love when people do that because a lot of times it's just like so stereotyped on purpose
That it's funny.
that is funny, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna be able
Like you're not.
if you're not that race, you're never gonna be able to be that race. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's more funny if you just try to overreact. I mean, like any comedian in general, when they say a joke, they always over exaggerate everything they say because it makes it funnier. So.
Yeah, but then like you can say that like, oh yeah, you can't actually be that offended because it's so super stereotypical. But like, I guess I haven't seen anyone do it to a white person. You know, like someone like play a white person that's not white.
Yeah, but people make fun of the white stereotypes, and they're all.
Yeah.
The bad thing is they're all true, but.
Anyways, this is my last one.
I would like to see it though in a movie.
This is my last one, but my favorite thing I watched this week was Netflix. They made a show called Sonic Prime about Sonic the Hedgehog.
Really?
Like a couple months ago, and it's like a multiverse thing, where
I'm
like,
guessing all animated.
mm-hmm. And it's like Dr. Eggman has this crystal called the Paradox Crystal, and Sonic shatters it. So, he gets sent into like these other worlds.
So like Metal Sonic and all that.
Metal Sonic wasn't in it. Well, no, Metal Sonic's like he's like one of Dr. Eggman's like creations, though. I think he's not the multiverse thing.
But like the Agua Sonic or whatever he is, the Liquid Sonic.
Well, Sonic's like the only Sonic, though. Like when he goes out different universes, he meets like different versions of like Knuckles and Amy and like Tails and stuff. Like he's the only Sonic so far that we know of. Shadow is in the show. Yes. But yeah,
They would be teasing that boy.
they teased that boy hard. Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to ruin it. I don't know if you're watching or not, but like, dude, it was really good. I was like watching some of it, and last night I went back to my house after I watched church. I fell asleep, but after I watched church, and Cole was in the living room, and I was like, "Hey, are you gonna watch Sonic Prime?" He's like, I don't know. He's like, if so, probably not anytime soon. He's like, don't feel bad watching it in front of me. And I was like, okay. So I turned it on, and he sat there, and then we watched just like the rest of the show, just me and Cole. And Cole was like, well, that was great. He said, I feel like I should go back and watch the first couple episodes now. I was like, yeah. Like we just like watched the whole thing.
How many episodes? 8. Not bad. They're probably like what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
They're all 20, except for the first one. The first one's like 40.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. And season 2 is already confirmed, so. Yeah, it's definitely peak weekend.
Netflix original.
Netflix original. So
There
look
you
at
go.
y'all.
They're trying to stay up with the game, you know what I mean?
I guess so.
Okay.
So that's my entertainment.
Yes, sir. On to.
You been playing Temple Run? You still play Temple Run?
Listen, man. Sometimes I get bored since I don't use socials a whole lot, if at all. So I downloaded Temple Run and Subway Surfer. Actually,
Subway Surfer's my jam.
it is. I play it way more than I'd play Temple Run.
I used to
So,
love that game.
but here recently, I just been video games, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, I hadn't even mentioned that, have I?
I don't think so. Not on here.
Yeah, I am back in school. I'm doing an online class as of late. Hopefully I get through it. It's an IT class, so maybe one day I'll be smarter than you. Probably not. What?
IT class.
Bro, you trying to call me a nerd, bro? ITs will run the world.
It's true.
I mean, it's computers. I won't run the world. Man, my sister would be proud of me, man. But my brother mentioned this album from a band. It's actually Stephen Curtis Chapman's sons and I guess friends. I don't know.
I'm aware of them. Colony House.
Colony House. I guess they released an album called The Cannonballers,
Okay.
and it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. There's like 3 tracks I really like. I'd probably listen to the other tracks every once in a while, maybe, but there's 3 I really like. And then one, Cannonballer. That's my favorite one. I just love the beat, the lyrics, and just everything about it's really great. So check it out.
Yes, sir.
Cannonballers by Colony House. The Cannonballers.
Fire.
It is a fire name.
It's the Cannonballers.
Yeah, so the album's called The Cannonballers,
like
and the
jumping into a pool?
name and the name of the song is just called Cannonballer or Cannonballer.
Are they jumping into a pool in the album cover?
One person is a little kid or
yeah.
something.
Does the waves move because of Apple Music? You know, like the albums move nowadays.
Yeah, I don't even know how you make them do that.
They usually just do it on their own.
I never got an album that did that. I'm not fancy. I don't pay enough for my Apple subscription for the moving albums.
My music, it's not new, but it's new to me because I've been put on this podcast, the Kojo Show.
Huh?
The Kojo Show.
I thought you had been put on it, as in you were in it.
Oh no! I've been put on.
As
Nick put me on that podcast.
So now you're listening to it.
Yeah, and after I caught up listening to the podcast, I was like, I guess I should check these people out since they're musicians.
Yeah.
And I like the song Kobe James. He has a song called Homesick, and it's really good. I'm thinking about telling Boomer and Kaylee about it. But I should play this at Tuesday Church sometime.
I might listen to it. Sounds like a song I like. So he's one of the dudes?
Yeah, 2 of them. There's 2 of them. Yeah, Kobe's the one with the curlier hair.
The long hair?
The longer curly hair.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
they both have really good music. I listen to both of them.
So they make music together and apart.
Yeah.
So, okay.
When they do stuff together, it's just for the podcast.
Yeah, it's more like
just for fun.
funny, cool songs or whatever.
Yeah, but yeah, the homesick was it's talking about I don't know, just being homesick from heaven.
Makes sense. Oh
yeah, like I'm feeling homesick.
What's the song
and
with Brad
my leg's
Paisley?
broken.
This is a song with Brad Paisley, I think.
About being homesick.
Yeah, I'm not. I downloaded it literally I don't know, a couple weeks ago, so I can probably find it pretty easy.
Brad Paisley. He did a lot of the soundtrack of Cars.
Yeah.
Behind the clouds. That song's fire.
When I get where I'm going. When I get where I'm going, there'll be only happy tears. Yeah. That's good, man.
Yeah.
a
good song.
Gosh dang. I'll probably listen to that. Homesick by
Kobe James.
Kobe James.
Yeah. It's on an album. The album looks like, I don't know, spacey, I guess. Like the stars.
Yeah.
I think it's just called EP. I don't know. But the whole album's pretty good.
We can do it like KB&E. Homesick. Kobe James.
Yeah. For real. Steal My Show. Toby Mac.
Yeah. There's some that are ingrained in me,
Yeah. Give Me Your Eyes, Brandon Heath.
Yes. I'm going to listen to that. Give Me Your Eyes, Brandon Heath. Oh, that's a banger song, man.
Yeah. I just re-downloaded that joint the other day.
Really?
It goes so hard, bro.
Give me your eyes for just 1 second.
Give me your eyes so I can see
everything. Oh, I
that
thought we
keep missing. Give me your love for humanity.
And give me your
for the broken hearted.
For the broken. Anyway,
Yeah, you're right.
Nobody wants to hear
It does go
that.
high at the end.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah. 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 Give me your eyes, Brandon Heath.
Yeah. Straight up Paladins. All right, next. Ooh, the scariest time. This is the scariest time of the podcast.
Yeah. Yep.
Mainly because I have bad memory.
I know.
I'm gonna reflect on assuming that a beaver was a hog. And that was really wrong for me to do to the beaver fam.
Yes, it was. You insulted their whole kind.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just reflect on my voice.
Don't reflect on that.
I will.
No. You're recuperating.
Yeah.
You're healing.
Still healing. I'm in a healing process.
You should reflect on bringing it here to my house.
A tear?
Here. Bring it.
Oh, bringing it here. Bro, pronunciate, please.
I never do. I'm surprised I made it this far in the podcast without you kicking me off. Honestly. Yeah.
Well, you said you've already had it, so.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I ain't sweating it. Bro, look. We almost did dead battery. Oh, crap. What? It didn't even tell me it was red. Now I got 12%.
Well.
Let's move on real fast. Because we only got one more segment, huh?
Heck no.
Heck no.
I think the thing just quit working, though.
I bet it is this. Now try it.
Nope. Oh, well. Heck no.
This happened last time. It's height. It just only has enough juice for a little bit, huh? Man, do you take a left on a county road that's just mud?
Heck no.
Heck no. You don't. You don't do it.
Yeah. Do you assume something's a hog just because it's playing in the water? Heck no. What are you doing?
I'm trying to set up my Bluetooth since that's not working.
Oh.
And, got to get the podcast theme up.
Oh, okay. Let me think. What else did I talk about? Well, I didn't have a work story.
You didn't?
We got a whole lot of heck no's, honestly.
Honestly, I can't remember any at the moment. I have to go all the way back.
Oh, I got one. Are you gonna spend all your money on like stuff like candy and ice cream when you could be spending it on some new Gonzalez and Galyean merch? Heck no,
bro.
You're gonna get yourself some Gonzalez and Galyean merch. That's what you're gonna do. Provided by Golden Designs.
Remember the name. Don't forget it.
Oh, dude, that's some fire. You know that song? Remember the name?
Yeah. The rap song?
Yeah. It's Eminem and Ed Sheeran.
Oh, that is a song too, actually.
Yeah.
Voice crack number 3. Now there's a song called "Remember the Name" by Port Minor. It's pretty good too.
They won't remember my name. I can't remember how it goes either.
I do remember that song too.
It's 50 cents in it too, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good album.
This is good. I hope this works, but man, is there any other information we need to establish here?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, then I guess we're going to sign it out, bruh.
All right.
Thank you for joining us and spending your Monday with us, guys. This has been Gonzalez
Galyean.
Out. Did you say out?
Oh, I didn't say out. I was waiting to see if that was going to work. All right.
Gonzalez
Galyean.
Out.